Alrighty then, here we are. You guys seem to like the last video where I was in my garage just kind of rambling, unboxing that there knife. Oh, this one. So I figured I'd do another one of those. I've got actually quite a few topics I want to talk about, so I'm going to try and do just one each video. Keep them maybe a little shorter than half an hour, but who knows, maybe I'll go on a long ramble. Anyways, today's topic is, what is the next BRS balisong gonna be? And I think it's coming sooner than you guys think. It might, I think that they already have an idea in mind. It might take a while for them to like fully get to it, but well, here's the detailings for what I think is coming next. I think that they've made their budget they've made their budget balisong, which is the bare bones, which has been planned for a really long time. If you look at the replicant thread on Jersey Devil a while ago, the replicant was maybe thought to be their plan for a cheaper knife, and then it just, you know, got expensive. So well, they were gonna do, you know, G10 over tie, make it a little bit cheaper than having a solid brick of titanium. I think their next flipper is going to be another one that's just focused on being a great flipper, and I think that it's gonna be sort of a channel. I think here's what I'm saying. If you look at Palatheus, he's been making some really awesome handmade knives over the last, you know, while. I don't know how long he's been going for, but as long as I've been around, he's been around, and he's definitely been around longer than I have. Recently, he's been coming out with these pale witches or channel witches, where it's kind of a sandwich construction, but the G10 wraps over the side and creates a channel, essentially. I think that he is partnering up with Blade Runner Systems, and that their next knife is going to be a Palatheus channel witch Blade Runner Systems collaboration. Now, let me back this up with two things that are super shallow, and, you know, again, this is all completely speculation, so don't go screaming, oh my god, they're coming out with a channel finally, and Palatheus is doing, you know, production finally. But okay, a few months ago, when Palatheus was showing off his channel witches, I believe, if I remember correctly, I asked him if these were, because he said they were prototypes, so I asked him if they were going to be prototypes because he was looking to do production, and he probably said something like maybe, but I think I remember him saying that he was looking into doing some production stuff in the near-ish future. And to top it off, here's my second point. Palatheus has like a number, what is it, like, I'm gonna say 12, I think 12 channel witch completed, finished, you know, not so prototypey, but they're also prototypes, selling on, okay, let me rewind there. I don't actually know if he's calling these prototypes or not, so don't hold me to that at all. But he's selling like 12 or so pale witches on the Blade Runner Systems website. Now, that could be as simple as him simply not wanting to do them all one by one, because that's kind of a lot of knives to sell, you know, through individual purchases on Instagram. That's kind of a pain in the ass. Maybe he just wants to make it easier for people to buy them, wants to make it more fair, like a first come first serve type of thing, rather than having, you know, a wait list. I know as a maker myself, I find those really obnoxious to make, because sometimes you feel like you're cheating everybody out of the chance of getting to it by promising it to somebody before it's done, or by promising it to somebody before it's available. I don't know, maybe that's his idea too, but it's certainly possible that this is like a hint. And I think that it is. I think that Blade Runner Systems hasn't mentioned any next balisong, and I know they just came out with the bare bones, so I'm gonna give them some time before they officially announce anything. But you'd think that, hey Molly, you'd think, sorry, I'm trying to hold a coffee and talk and flip. Anyways, ooh, it's coffee. You'd think that it's possible that I lost my train of thought there, and I'm gonna completely restart here. Not the video, because I really only do one take, because it's whatever. Anyways, I've never seen Blade Runner Systems. Okay, they did sell Blaster Knuck, and I don't know very much about that on their website. I'm wondering if that was kind of a test and it didn't go over well, because I haven't really seen those come back on the Blade Runner Systems website. Maybe I'm just not paying attention to that part. But it seems like they kind of ditched that project. And I do feel like somebody else was making those and selling them on their website. But again, I don't know all the details on that. Back to Palatheus. I know he makes really good flippers. I've never flipped one, but I know that Son of the Bong, by the way, one of my favorite flippers right now. He is amazing, and he's making some really like cinematic shit. He makes gorgeous videos, and he's a very talented flipper. So that's nice. Also, that kind of goes to show that the Palatheus design is a good flipper, which is why I think that another reason I think that it would work for Blade Runner Systems is because they're done with their cheap flipper now. Maybe they're going to go back to focusing on just having the greatest flipper, and I think the logical next step is to have a channel, and I think that Palatheus has a really awesome channel design, and I think that they're definitely communicating a little bit, because he's putting his stuff on their website, and he's said before that he's thinking about going into production, and that's why I think the next BRS butterfly knife will be a Palatheus Channel Witch collaboration. God, I hope so, because that would be so badass. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say for this video. I'm gonna warm up my hand really quick and do some flipping here, so that you guys don't think I suck that bad as I was doing just a moment ago, trying to flip without looking or talking, or wait, no, I was talking. Anyways, my hands are frigid right now. It's a bit nippy out. Let's go. Oh. Yeah, man, it's cold. Anyways. Ooh, here's a question for you guys. Aerials. Do you think it's easier to do vertical aerials or horizontal aerials? Vertical aerials being, of course, wow, I can't believe I fucked that up. Vertical aerials versus horizontal aerials. Because I think horizontal aerials are much easier because, I don't know, I feel like I can control the speed a lot more. Did I just cut myself again? Yeah, whatever. I feel like I can control the speed a lot more, and also throw them in a more controlled manner, essentially. But my friend says that vertical aerials are a lot easier for him. He's also kind of just learning aerials. I'm wondering if vertical aerials are easier for a knife that you're really used to, and horizontal aerials are easier to do on like any knife. You can switch knives and you can do them because you're focusing on watching the handles rather than you know, just timing it right. And I think that horizontal aerials, I think that vertical aerials are mostly timing, whereas horizontal aerials are mostly watching. I just want to know if you guys think that one is significantly easier than the other. I said I was going to focus on flipping, but here I am talking again. Oh man, I'm really doing a lot of 8 balls right now. I mentioned in a stream the other day that the 8 ball is my favorite trick because there's just so much you can do with it. Guess I'll explain that a bit right now. You can go from an 8 ball, you can do this wrist thing that I've been doing a lot, and go right into a thumb roll, and then you're in another 8 ball. You can do this forever in a loop. I might do a tutorial on that, although I think it's kind of self-explanatory. Man, my hands are fucking cold. And then there are like a ton of aerials you can do out of 8 balls. You can do aerials into 8 balls. It's possible that that's just because it's the trick that I do the most, and so I found all these aerials you can do. Let's see if I can do the reset 8. It's been a long time since I really tried that one. That one, of course, you can find in one of my other videos on YouTube. I did a tutorial on it. There it is. That was super fucking sloppy, but I think that'll be a good end to this video. Just some sloppy cold flips out in the woods with my dog and my cup of coffee after that video where I speculated and probably just made up a bunch of shit, but who knows. I'm excited. Don't get too expecting of BRS or Polytheus, because of course this is just my mind going nuts as per usual. Goodbye.